Quentin's hovering over the Discovery Institute right now, right? Who like allege to propagate the idea of intelligent design. Therefore, they have to accept the validity of my claims, or they're charlatans and frauds, right? And he's saying, no, I'm the famous one. No, I can say whatever I want, and he has to sue you to get access to anything, right? So, the point that I'm making, right, about the movie critic, right, is that, right, the reason he canceled the film was because of the reviews, right? You can see an example, right? The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I was gonna bury him in it, right? I'm not laying claim to being a great critic, right? But he fucking hurt me a lot, right? When I wrote him 50 fucking pages, and he thought that it was appropriate to just announce that Brad Pitt was reuniting with him and stop accepting my mail, right? So, right? I wrote the 7,000 word essay wherein I reminded the public at large, right, that Brad Pitt and Cliff Booth are the same person, right? That Sony campaigned for Brad Pitt to win an Oscar for beating up his wife on an airplane and getting away with it, right? Cliff Booth murders his wife on a boat and gets away with it. Brad Pitt beat up his wife on an airplane and got away with it. Right? It's the same. Right? So Sony campaigned, right, for a white man to win an Oscar for beating up his wife and getting away with it. And I don't care that he wrote it. Right? I can't stress this enough. Like, it's the same story. Right? It's not, like, this isn't, everyone in town knows it. They all know it. Right? When Brad Pitt smacked up Angelina Jolie in 2016, right? What do you think what people were saying about him? That first film set that he was on. Right? Oh gosh. Did you hear? Brad beat up Angelina, right? Just like everyone else on the fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when Cliff Booth comes. Oh, did you hear that guy? That guy killed his wife and got away with it. This is what writers do. Right? So, published that essay, and then I started reviewing films in protest. As soon as he canceled the film, I wrote him a letter immediately. He didn't want to read it. Right? And I get it now. Like, these are the games that he plays. Right? And he played them that full 7 weeks. I wrote him another letter, right? Week before Tribeca. Right? So, right? He stuck his nose up in my letter, and I took it personally. Right? And it's my fault. Like, it's my fault. Right? Like, I've said it a bunch of times. Right? Per his standards. Right? That's what he does. Right? But no, I'm not interested in fucked up mind games. Right? He didn't have to manipulate me onto the stage. Right? That's right? You can manipulate me that whole time. Right? But that moment, right? It's time for plain speech. Right? Right? Or you could have said something beforehand. Right? No more cunning and no more guile. Right? You take my letter and show me that we're on the same page. Right? And again, it's my fault. Right? That's Tribeca is my fault. I wanted the role. Right? I wanted him to be happy with me. 100%. I prepared 10 questions. I was ready. Right? But when he stuck his nose up at me and he turned his back on me, I thought that was cheap in that moment, right? It was supposed to be exciting, right? Sure, he's casting a spell over me. He'd already been doing that, right? And he thinks that I intentionally went there to hurt him. I know that's what he thinks in his mind. Why would I do all of that? Right? And so I turn that on you, right? In his mind, he's like, oh, I'm famous. I'm the famous one. Right? Anyway. Right? I regret not doing it. And of course. I spent so much time, I broke my body trying to reconcile. Right? Trusting him all the while. Right? And he did, all the while he was conspiring to destroy me.